What is up, everybody? It's me, the guy stuck inside your anus. So I just wanted to make this video to give a PSA to people that are struggling to get in a relationship or feel like that their life is not complete without being with somebody. Don't think that way because it's really stupid. It's actually really dumb to think that the only happiness you can get in life is to be in a relationship. Because as we all know, most relationships are not that good. Most of them are really toxic and are awful. I have never been in a relationship personally myself, but I've been around people that are in relationships, and from what I can tell, most of them are awful. Not saying that all of them are awful, of course. Obviously, you have the really wholesome ones out there, but most of the time it's really bad. It's just those don't get shown on social media because why the fuck would you put your awful relationship on social media unless if you're trying to incriminate the person for a crime like sexual harassment or abuse and domestic violence, which is understandable in that case. But I do want to say, don't let social media and just media in general, like TV shows and movies, tell you that your life is not complete without being in a relationship. That is not true. You can find happiness in almost everything and anything. You just have to look for that happiness yourself. Don't expect other people to tell you what you should do to be happy. You yourself have to find out what makes you happy, and once you find it, hold on to it and just keep going with it. Don't make don't make people don't let people make you think that relationships are everything, and if you're not in one, then you should die in a ditch somewhere alone by yourself because no one's going to be there to mourn your death. Please, that mindset is awful, and it's awful how media portrays all of that and makes it seem like that's the right mindset to have because then they're not with somebody special. And this also comes from a place of um well, actually it doesn't really come from anywhere because I've never been in a relationship, so I wouldn't really know too well about relationships because I've never been in one. But I'm pretty happy not being in one. That's not to say that I wouldn't be happy if I was in one. That's just to say that right now I don't feel like depressed. I don't feel depressed or anything, even though my voice probably makes it sound like I'm the most depressed gentleman alive, but I'm generally not. It's just really important to realize that you can be happy with all kinds of different things. If you want to do gaming, for example, and you're happy doing it, fucking go for it, man. People will be there to cheer for you, rub your nipples and uh, come everywhere. People will be happy for you for the shit you do. Just find something, just find something that you enjoy doing. Don't let people say that relationships are everything because they're really not, and it's not even close, not at all. I know, like social media, people love just posting videos and photos of the happiest moments of their lives, but they never post photos of like the shittiest moments because you already know that does happen in any relationship. There's obviously shitty moments. It's just many people would rather not post those things at all. So most people don't even realize that getting into a relationship requires a lot of sacrifice, and not just a lot of sacrifice, but also there's a lot of things that they're gonna have to deal with, obviously, because you're gonna be with another person, and just like you as a person, they are gonna have their own beliefs and their own ideologies, their own everything, their own emotions, their own. It's two people that are different from each other that might have some things they agree on, but mostly they have a lot of things that they don't agree on that are trying to be together. Like, of course, there's gonna be a lot of arguments if that were the case, obviously. Um, Also, don't obsess over girls slash guys, depending on if you're a girl or a guy. Please never obsess over them. This one actually comes from personal experience. I've done it before, but not to like a absurd degree where I'd probably tie a noose around their neck and hang them if they deny or if they reject me. No, I was never to that point of a creep, though. I will. That's not to say that I wasn't a little bit creepy, because I was a little bit creepy, and I look back and I just think, wow, I want to punch myself. You ever have those moments where you just want to go back in time and just like give yourself a knuckle sandwich because you realize how cringy and stupid you were. It happens. It happened to me too, and I just want to talk about that. But the point of that one is just do not obsess over girls at all, or guys, like I said earlier, because that can never really go anywhere. Most of the people that obsess over girls end up being a creepy weirdo that wants to play their weird music over their boombox to the girl that they're in love with, or send pig carcasses towards the coworker that they love, or they kidnap them and put them in their basement and do unspeakable things for 30 days straight and not face any repercussions for what they did because they're part of the mafia. If you know what these stories are, then you don't need me to tell you what the fuck the characters are in the story. Oh, not characters, what the people are in these stories. It's just fucked up things. And it comes from a place of obsession and being mentally ruined, I guess is the right word. Obviously not mentally disabled, it's just like their mentality has been destroyed by something. I don't know what it is, because the psychology behind people that commit heinous acts is always really interesting. Like Stranger Things, when Nancy and Robin were talking about how they wanted to figure out the psychology behind what Henry's father that is stuck in a mental asylum, because it's just you're always curious on what makes these people do what they do. What makes serial killers serial killers? It's always really interesting, and I always find it really interesting, and it's just nice, I guess. Anyways, this comes from a level of obsession. Obviously, many people are obsessed with something, and then that dives into something terrible. So please don't obsess over anything. Try not to obsess over anything. If you are obsessing over something, just stop it. I know that probably isn't the best way to stop obsession, because if it were that easy, then there would be no such thing as an obsession. But oh well, whatever. That's all I could really say for the obsession shit. Back to the relationships things. Yeah, just keep in mind, relationships are not everything. You can be happy playing video games, you can be happy playing sports, you can be happy cooking food, you can be happy doing really anything in life, as long as it makes you happy, like I said, I've seen relationships, and I've seen how some people should not be together, and yet they're still together, which makes no goddamn sense. Some people are not happy when they're in a relationship. Not at all. Some people are not happy at all, and you need to understand that. So I feel like this is an important PSA to people, and I'm kind of repeating myself over and over again, but you get the point. I'm gonna stop being a broken record here and just leave. All right, see you guys in the next one. Peace.